and I spent all day sending. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Neely.
What there? Where's that?
What? You're killing me, man. I sit there telling everybody you, boss, you're killing me. How's things in Jamaica, boss?
Good enough. It's just the COVID-19, you know. But otherwise, everything good.
Have you been out doing any work at the Skeet Club?
Yeah, I'm pulling down all the traps them and fixing them up. You know, spray them over, just recondition them again. Fix them right up.
Did you manage to watch the interview with the target setter from before?
Yes, yes.
What's your thoughts? Because I told people all about you, Neely. You started off at the bottom, and when I met you years ago. You know, I've known you 25 years now. When I met you, and now you're the bot. You pretty much run Jamaican shooting. You set the target. So, from your point of view, what goes through your mind when you're going to set a course?
Well, it all depends on the course that I'm going to set. You know, it's for what kind of. You have some of these clubs want a nice shoot, and you see, if it's just a nice club shoot, well, I go through my brain and say, boy, watch out. I'm going to set a course for a 90-91. But when it comes on to a national, it's a different ball game. I know that no, this is going to be something where you have to shoot it. You have to shoot for.
Yeah. What a lot of people don't realize in Jamaica, you get charged with to go set the course, but then the shooters come charge in your ear. Nearly, you must set me a big one. You must set a rabbit. You must set a big teal.
Yes. That's true. That's true.
So, how did you end up at the Skeet Club, Neely? What took you into that job?
Well, Tony Kelly, I asked him for a job. My father used to work with him on a boat, and I asked him for a job, and he said, "Okay, come." And he was at the Red Stripe Brewery, and from there he take me one day over by the Skeet Club and say, "I have these machines. I'm going to set you onto a man, and he's going to teach you how to work on the machine." That time was just 4 machines.
Yeah.
And you know, from there, him say, "Oneal, I don't want you to leave it. I want you to work on these machines." And from there on, non-stop.
Because now I'm not just going to. So earlier this year, you went to America with the Jamaican team to learn to learn from them. What did you learn in the US?
Yeah, a couple things I learned. I mean, basically, I would choose some of those targets, but what I really see is that speed, distance, you know, and there, what I noticed, there are 2 pair. When I throw normally, sometimes when I throw a 2 pair, you will go bam, bam. Now, their 2 pair is bam, bam. You know, that's quicker 2 pair. And, you know, the traps, I learned it from, I get the left hand traps them, is what the left hand trap will throw and use the right hand trap is a different target you get. So I see them do a lot. I see them do left and right throwing the same target, but it's a left hand trap and a right hand trap, and I mean you get something different. I basically learned a couple things. Well, when it come on to speed, I wasn't using the speed that they are using, so I noticed the speed. Yeah, really.
What I will tell you.
Really step up on the speed.
Because what I can tell you now, boss, I think you're one of the best target setters there is. I've helped you, and I think you've come so far that no man. I think you could come to England. We could give you the wrenches, and I would happily put my word that you can let Oneal Brown set this course, and it will be. I think what you've done for Jamaican shooting, what you could possibly do for world shooting, I think you should be very proud of yourself. especially with them big god awful hands. Nearly gone deaf on me. Nearly, can you hear me?
Yeah. I see what day just the other day when I go up Florida. yeah. Just the other day when I go Florida, I noticed it was very flat. Now in Jamaica we have a lot of terrain. You know, like when we go by Bog Walk or those places, we have a lot of terrain. So I noticed, you know, it's a different thing.
Yeah, but I think
by the Skeet Club where we is, it's very flat. I mean, I can basically set some of those targets, but when we go up by, you know, like Bog Walk and those places, it's a different terrain. I mean, you have to put in some more work.
In Jamaica, what's the most missed target? There's a bit of a delay, I think. What's the most missed target?
Talk again. That I never get that. Talk again.
What's the most
what?
What's the target that the Jamaicans miss the most? Batu, rabbit, teal. What do the Jamaicans miss the most? What about Mr. Chin? What's Mr. Chin's worst target?
I would have said not the rabbit, but I would have said like a batu. A batu, a lot of them will miss a lot of batu. It all depends. I mean, other targets they will miss other targets. What I use a lot, I try to use trick on them. It's like train a bird. Sometimes I don't, you know, if somebody shoot and them go up and then don't look at the menu and them don't see that it's a midi. I try to use the trick on it. So when that shooter come off, him say, "Oh my God, it was a midi bird." I never know.
Yeah.
We get they miss a lot. They miss a lot. But some of the big shooters, them like Christian, Sean, Bruce, Kenny, a couple of, you know, they will read the bird fast. And once they read the bird fast, I mean, I hunt it. What I have to really do on them is just my Jamaican shooters just a lot of trick. You have to use a lot of tricks, slow and fast, fast and slow, high and low. You know what they think the bird doing, not doing that. You know that's what I have to do. They fast.
They hate the flying rabbit.
Yeah, that's the man too. But I mean, they are getting it now because I have 2 flying rabbit traps and. You know, every time in practice, they want it, so they are getting it now. What I have to do now is start trick them with it now. I have to, you know, put some angle to it where them believe them, you know, in front, them really they're behind. When them believe them they're behind, them really in front. So I have to start putting some trick on them. That's what I have to use on them a lot. Trick.
One of the guests have asked you, Neil, do you shoot as well, or do you only set targets?
Just set target alone.
Man,
only target.
Nearly, show me your hands. This is why the man can't shoot. Look at the pit. Look at the mitt. Man, like a.
No, only set target.
Because what's quite interesting, like we said before, you run the shooting club. You run the gun club at Portmore, but then when there's a competition, you have to pack up a full lorry container and move the Skeet Club. So you have to build a shooting ground every month.
Every month. Every shooter go have to build a shooting ground. I mean
everything.
Not an easy word, but we have to build a shooting ground.
Yeah, man, big time. It's a lot of work.
Right up. A lot of work. But what to do? I mean, it's a lot of work for sure. But we build a lot of shooting grounds and build it good.
What's your favorite shooting place in Jamaica?
Right.
Which is your favorite piece of land to set a?
Now is Bagwalk by True Juice. There, I like up there. There's a lot of property. I mean, I can do a lot up there. A lot I can do up there. I like it up there.
My favorite's still Sligoville.
Sligoville, yeah, it's a long time, but I mean, I have a couple places where really it's like Bagwalk. I really like it because the terrain that we have up there. I mean, I can go from here down there, so I can get Tower Bird, and couple more meters up, you can get bird below your feet. I really like it. But Sligoville is like that too.
What about Worthy Park?
Yeah, Worthy Park, yes, good. It's a little flat, but I can do a lot of things there. It's flat, but I can do a lot of things there. Worthy Park is nice.
Oneal, I know you. I know the work you had to go through today to get Instagram and come on here. We're going to put you on YouTube tomorrow because I think you've told everybody the truth. From me personally, everything that you've ever listened to and what you do in Jamaica, I appreciate you. I love you to bits. And
yeah, you helped me a lot. You helped me a lot. I really helped me a lot with birds. Yeah.
So I want you to keep up the good work. Stop listening to all the idiots. Set your own shoots, and hopefully I'll see you soon, boss.
Thank you very much.
All right, Neely, be safe.
Okay, same to you.
Bye-bye. Right, let's... that's Mr. Oneal Brown, legend of Jamaica shooting. So, why we're on a bit of a roll. Gregor!
Wait. How the Ross I get here?
What for the people that are watching? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
For the people that are watching, and we've just introduced Oneal to the world, just tell people a few words on how good that man is for Jamaican shooting.
Put it this way, Benno. If it wasn't for Neely, we would shoot nowhere but Portmore.
Yeah.
Simply put, the man does an outstanding amount of work. When I go to a shoot and I have to set a course, I say to Neely, this is what we want to hear. What do you think about that? And then I leave it with him. He sets up everything. All I do is come back on the Friday and I say, yeah, that look good. Maybe we want to bring that in, turn it out, loop it a bit more. And that's it. But he does a fantastic job for the Jamaica Skeet Club.
I'm going to try and bring a couple, because I'm going to put this on YouTube tomorrow as a dedication to Jamaica Skeet Club. So I want to bring a few more guys on. But I just want to correct you on something there, Gregor. You never tell Oneal that should come in. You have never used those words.
Who, me?
No, man, you've never
slow them down and bring them in all the time.
No, sir. You never use them words.
Oh,
never.
Ben, shame on you, Ben. I've been to England and I know what you boys shoot. We got to get there. We're not there yet.
God. Oh, he cut out. Let's try call. I just want to do a little bit of a tribute to the man. He's done so much for shooting in Jamaica that I'd just like to put something together that they can maybe show him as a little bit of a appreciation for everything that he's done for the sport over there. So I've just seen that we've got one of the superstars of Jamaican shooting watching. I've sent him a request. I don't know if he'll take it. Yes, he's took it.
Can you believe you caught me? Get the card.
Jeffrey, but people have paid good money for a haircut over here.
Good thing my mother is a hairdresser.
I'm just trying to put a few people together. I'm trying to do something nice for Oneal that you guys can show him. Jeffrey, you and your family are a huge part of shooting in Jamaica. What has Oneal done for shooting over there?
I don't even think words can explain what he has done. He is the engine of the car.
Yeah.
Without him, the car doesn't move, and that's the real true hard fact.
His work rate.
He's passionate,
but
he has a love for the sport that no shooter has, So it's just phenomenal to find somebody who is so motivated, passionate, and loves something so much, like how he does it.
Yeah.
Amazing. And as a result of that, that's the reason why a group of us got together and took him to the Gator Cup this year.
Yeah, I see that. That was huge, and I think
just for him to see what it happens in the international world. One day we're going to bring him to England and him say that he can see the real thing.
Man, if you guys can arrange it one day, like maybe for the World Championship next year, if you can get him here with a visa and stuff, I promise you I will speak to one of the ground owners here and we will let him set a shoot.
Wow, that would be awesome. Because the truth is, this is all just a build-up to bring Jamaica to the international circuit, where we can bring people from all over the world to Jamaica to see what we really have to offer.
But if we can get him here, there'll be a ground over here that'll let him work. That I can assure you. So, all right, man, well, I'll let you get back to your haircut so you're looking fly again, and we'll chat soon.
Good talking to you.
Be good.
Ben.
Hoppy!
I gotta show you that I'm at work right here. Can't see this?
You gotta cut the cane.
Yeah, man. What's up, man?
You were just trying to put something together for Oneal, but I'm trying to get Khalil. He keeps dodging me.
He's a great guy, man. He's such an asset to the Skeet Club, and you know, he's a fine product of Jamaica. He's a great asset to the club. I don't know, words can't express how good of a guy he is.
Yeah, man,
you know,
he's getting better.
He's a hard worker, and he's a very nice person too. I remember one time my mother went out there, and I was way down at the bottom of the Skeet Club, and Oneal took perfect care of her and made her feel so much at home. And you know, that's the type of person he is.
Yeah, just an all-round great guy.
Man. For sure, man. Well, I didn't know the biggest hand in the world.
I didn't realize you actually did do some work, so I'll let you carry on and do some work.
All right, man.
Be good.
Cool. Yeah, man.
I did just want to speak to Khalil before we call it a day, but it looks like Khalil's got issues where we can't bring him on. So, you know, that was a great night. We've got Steve Lovett on. We had Oneal Brown from the island, an all-round great guy. And we'll put this little tribute up to him on tomorrow on YouTube, so they can play it back to him. Tomorrow night, tune in. We've got Don Brunt on from 7 o'clock tomorrow, so we can look at the sport from both sides, behind the gun and behind the lens. That should be fantastic, and I hope you enjoyed that little bit of fun. Oh, Khalil's here, but I can't bring you in. Here we go. Khalil is waiting for you, boss. It won't let Khalil join, unfortunately.
I'm here.
Yes, Uncle Cole.
Yeah, I was on the PC. I don't know, it wouldn't come through there.
But we're just gonna. I've recorded all of this so we can put it on YouTube to highlight Khalil's talents and that there. So, just give me a few words on Oneal Brown.
Well, you know that he started, as he told you, from in the 80s, I think, and the benefit he got from you starting, you came here in when? 90s?
99 the first year.
Yeah. I think that's when we found out first about left-hand traps and right-hand traps. We never knew anything about that. And each time you come here, you have taught him about how they throw the targets in England, really. And then the other shooters that travel and come back with information has also helped him to grow. But he has come a long way. And I think the people that put through the opportunity for him to go to the States took him to another level. Now, if you go through the chat, there's a suggestion from somebody there in England that they would love to have him there. So if that would be the next step, I think.
Yeah, man, he can stay with me. You know that we can bring him over, and I think, like I said, I think it'd be good. This year's World Championship's been postponed, but next year it's back in England. If we can get the Jamaican team over, bring Oneal over, and I'll get a shooting ground to give him the opportunity to set the targets for a shoot before the World Championship.
I think it's a great idea. I mean, we don't know where we're going with all this COVID thing, but I think it's a good plan to put in place.
Because as I said before, and I wasn't just saying that to say it, I would trust that man to set targets for me anywhere.
Well, I think that, based on my experience, limited experience, traveling to England and the States, I think Oneal has set some really respectable courses.
Yeah, man, big time. The only time the course goes wrong is when you interfere with him.
Well, I don't really do that much of that,
but all right, everything's safe. You safe? You good over there?
Yes, we're doing okay. Still locked down, and I don't know when we'll get him back to shooting. I don't think before June.
Yeah, everything's the same over here, I think. But I'll get all this up on YouTube tomorrow. I appreciate you all sorting Oneal out with the data and Instagram today. I think it was nice.
So Ben, he put on data just for the people in England to understand. It ran out. He had to go back out on the road to go and buy data from a shop.
So when Khalil, what happens is in Jamaica, only the top percentage have pay-as-you-go sort of cell phones with the plan. So the rest of the population work on a data pay-as-you-go, but you can't dial in and buy it. So Oneal walked God knows how far, bought data so he could come on, but by watching Steve Lovett, his data then ran out. So to come back on, he walked back on the road, as they call it, to buy more data to come back in. So Khalil, just explain for the people that understand exactly how far these guys come. So we talk about Cutchie, we talk about Oneal and Dan Dan. They travel, they get up early and take 1 or 2 buses and then walk a mile or so to work.
Yes, they different taxis to get there. Bus with a taxi,
and then a long
and then
walk.
Luckily, now it drops them closer to the club,
But they go through. And at the Skeet Club, you've built accommodation for them to stay over.
Yes.
It's a great project, and I something I truly am honoured to be a part of. I think the guys. And one thing about the guys that you have working there, they've been the same since I've been coming.
Yes, you're talking about the years.
Yeah, man, a lot of time.
Dan Dan father used to be there, so Dan Dan has been there since he was a kid.
Yeah, and he's the cleverest man with 25 buttons I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, 25. It's a pity we never took a picture to post it here, Ben.
That was unbelievable that day. But look, yeah. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And the people that are watching, you're bringing a lot of smiles just by coming on with the accent and the attitude. So really, I've thanked Oneal myself, but please thank him from me and stay safe, man.
Yeah, and we appreciate what you're doing, Ben.
Mine's the easy part. I'm just sitting here with earplugs in.
When you put them on YouTube, people who miss it get a chance to rewatch it. Yeah?
But I've learned how to record them now, so they'll all be going on. So,
but thank you very much, man.
No, man, I appreciate it. You stay safe. Love to Nick.